I was thinking about it, and I don't know the specifics clearly of the contracts, but if you're going to go sell Barstool to somebody else, yeah, Dave's under contract for maybe another year or two. But after that, him, Big Cat, everybody that's under contract that has no ownership, they're going to walk away and start Stool at the bar. And
Yep.
they're gonna go do their own thing. So the company, in theory, which just to let everybody know, apparently was sold for $1 back to Dave, really might have been worth $1 in 5 years when everybody who's under
Hmm.
contract leaves. So
Yep.
that's what
Yep.
I found fascinating. Sorry to cut you off, but that was
No,
my aha moment. Like, oh, this actually makes sense.
yeah, it's brilliant, and I don't know what happened behind the closed doors and what all transpired, but yes, it's 100. Dave quite literally had Penn by the balls. He knew that Penn had to go into with ESPN bet. There's no way. I'm sorry, Barstool's great and all, but like I had heard
Yeah.
some things about where they went in certain cities and how like once the talent left, Dave, all those guys when they left, no one really cared anymore. And in the sports gambling business, in and of itself, I've dipped my toes in a little bit. I know we partner with WinBet. Shout out them, love them. It's a difficult business. It seems like it's whoever is offering the best promo that day on the NFL, and that's what they bet. So, like, everyone's got all the apps.
Right.
So it's a difficult business to get into anyway. But then again, people cared because it was Dave, it was Big Cat, it was all these other guys. But then once they left the city, no one really cared so much anymore. It was right back to whoever's giving the best promo. And so, again, difficult business to be a part of. But then Dave has you by the balls. He knows he has you by the balls. And now he's going to say, hey, listen, this is worth shit anyway without me. We all know that. You know that. I'm not going to KFC, to Big Cat, and all that to take the money that they got to pay you back. Not going to happen. And not to mention, it seems like he invested quite a bit of money into his brick watch company, so a large portion of that was probably already gone. And who knows how the other guys spent their money, if it's gone, if it's not gone. I think KFC bought a new house, so forth and whatever. So, like, where is that money? So we're not giving to you. It is what it is, and then they come to some type of agreement, like you said, where 50% of a future sale goes to them. They have some non-competes, which, again, non-competes are unbelievably difficult to actually enforce. They have to be what's called reasonable, and anything over like 6 months to a year is always considered unreasonable, and the courts are probably going to go against you. It's just not. It's not a capitalistic mindset. You can't. You just really all you can't do in this world. So you guys know is you can't actively hurt the company that's selling or selling the business, whatever it is. You can't go and take the employees immediately. You can't do stuff that's malicious. But you also, that company that's selling can't tell you can't run a business now. So non-competes are very difficult. I'm sure it'll come out eventually exactly what the non-compete entails. And if it's crazy, I'm sure Dave would challenge it. I'm sure he wouldn't have signed it if it wasn't, regardless. Anyway, very interesting deal. Dave executed it brilliantly. Got that dollar Barstool back, kept all his money, kept his company. I saw someone say that he's probably a billionaire now. I don't think so. I mean,
he gets to keep all the Penn stock, and now they get to ride the wave of Mickey Mouse and sports betting.
So I think he's on his way, no questions asked. But to say he's probably a billionaire yet, probably not. I think he's probably he probably had about $100 million, $150 million in cash, including the brick watch company before the deal. I think it was a $500 million deal valuation that Penn bought it for. So let's say he has that. He really still only owns half of that valuation. So add another 250 on top of his 150. So he's right around 400. And then wherever the Penn stock goes, you're getting to a better spot. But he's probably in that $500 million range right now, more than likely. But well on his way. I mean, he's only, how old is he? 45, 44? Like, he's not an old man by any. Yeah, he's not an old man by any means. He's quite savvy. So interesting.